Hey, welcome back to the channel. Eternal Optimist here. How is it March already? Every year just seems to fly by quicker and quicker. Today I want to talk to you about pain and struggle in life and overcoming that pain. We all deal with it, right? Everybody has pain in their life at some point. And everybody deals with it in a different way. Everybody's pain is significant to them. Some people cope with drugs and alcohol, partying, sex. Some people cope just by staying busy, whether it's work, family, little projects, sports, you name it. We come up with all kinds of ways to ignore the pain and just hope that it'll go away. Well, I've found that doesn't work very well. I'm going to share a little bit with you about my personal story. It's not for sympathy, it's just as an example. So, six years ago, just a little over now, my 10-year-old son passed away after a night of seizures. He actually battled epilepsy for about 7 years. 3 months prior to that, my divorce from my first wife was finalized. And then I also have a almost 14-year-old daughter, special needs, who was born at 24 weeks. And spent the first 5 months of her life in the NICU at a children's hospital. So you can imagine the stress from that alone. And then throw that other stuff in down the road. Those are just a few of the highlights, if you want to call them that. Some of the things that I've dealt with. I did not always handle things in a healthy manner, that's for sure. But if we look at the time after my son passed, I used that as an excuse to start drinking again. Up to that point, I hadn't drank for roughly 10 years. So I started drinking again when that happened. I looked for answers in the bottom of the bottle, and guess what? There was never any there. Just emptiness and sadness. But everything changed in my life when I finally fully surrendered to God and asked for His help. I said, the way I'm doing things clearly isn't working. Please help me. That's the basics of the conversation I had with Him. And it changed my life. I haven't touched alcohol now for closing in on 2.5 years. And I'm just mentally in a lot healthier place. And it's not because of my own power, because that failed me many times. It's truly God's power, and He can work miracles. I've seen it more than once in my life. If you are somebody that's struggling and you feel like you're alone, please know that you are not. I'm telling you, you are not alone. Even if you don't have family and friends that live real close to you, you are not alone. There are people willing to help, organizations willing to help, and God is waiting for you to reach out and ask for His help and guidance. All you have to do is turn it over to Him. Well, you have to believe. You have to believe He can help you. It's not just words spoken. You have to feel it. If you don't know how to do that, let me know in the comments if it's something you want to explore. And I would be happy to try and help you with that. If there's something you want prayers for, put that in the comments too. I'd be happy to pray for you. People often say praying is the least they can do for somebody. Well, really, prayer is often the best thing you can do for somebody. God answers our prayers, maybe not in the time frame that we would like most of the time, but he knows better than we do. And if you want to hear him laugh, tell him your plans. He does have a sense of humor. But I want you to know that no matter what you are going through, you can get through it. You can overcome it. Maybe not on your own strength, because maybe that's all you've been trying to do, and you know it's not working. So, what do you have to lose? Turn it over to God. Surrender it to him. Ask for his help. And just see what happens. You don't have to do it alone. If this is your first time seeing any of my videos, do me a favor. If you like what you hear, hit that like button. Give me a subscribe. Help spread these videos. I'd appreciate it. I've talked to a lot of people who say things like, I've read the Bible. Okay. Well, the first time I read the Bible, I thought, great, I've read the Bible. Okay, it's an accomplishment, but now what? The Bible's a pretty big book. There was a lot that I didn't understand. So the answer is, you have to study it. You can't simply read it. And if you have questions, reach out to somebody that knows, whether it's somebody in a church or somebody you know personally that has that relationship with Jesus and might know a little bit more about Scripture. I bet they would love to help you out. But you can't just read the Bible and think, okay, I know the story now, and that's it. There's a lot more to it than that. And it's about forming a personal relationship with Jesus. Again, if you're lost on what I'm saying here, but it's something that you have felt tugging at you, let me know and I'd be glad to help point you in the right direction.